Where are you going? You've gone. What the fuck just happened?
Oh shit. Okay, what happened was I was telling you that we should probably record this intro because it's just as funny as the other shit. And I said, wait a minute, I need to close all these applications.
So you went ahead and closed down the application?
Yeah, so I went and closed the one we're video conferencing on. Oops. Sorry about that.
Dumbass.
Dumbass.
Right,
Wow.
hang on. Let me sort my shit out. So obviously I'd put this in lower res when we were talking yesterday, and I'm recording, by the way, just so you know.
All right.
In case you wanted to like modify your language.
No, this is not safe for work. I mean,
Pardon?
I said this won't be safe for work. This won't be G-rated. This is adult content. It actually has language that adults and, as far as I know, teenagers use all the damn time.
I can't find the settings.
Okay. What am I supposed to say to that? I can't find the settings. You know that this is actually a lot of dead air, so this isn't going to actually sound very good on the video, just, saying.
Oh, that's all right. You can edit and stuff. Why do you need music?
Minions will do that.
Sorry?
Minions. Your minions will do that.
I've got a minion.
There you go. He will do it. Not
My minion.
Yes. Okay, do we actually have
It might be because we're recording. Let me pause the recording and then I'll see if we can do this. Okay. So anyway, I've sorted it.
Messaging. Stop. Where?
What you mean, Slack?
No, this is actually messaging. Son of a bitch.
Messaging, like Microsoft.
This is an Apple.
Well, I know.
Bite your tongue. The eye is on me. The eye of Sauron. Oh shit.
He's watching you.
Yeah, whatever. Well, last time I do anything humorous that way, it just turns right to the ass. Still trying to delete stuff. So, okay.
So did you see what Mikey was getting up to with R2-D2?
Hey, that's probably beyond the rating we're trying to go for here.
Well, I noticed how you just ignored the message.
Yeah, probably better that way. I didn't want to make any, assumptions there. Yeah, whatever. Hello. I'm freaking waving at. Okay, not good. Let's go.
You're waving at your, what do they call it in witchcraft? Your something self, I don't know.
No, I'm not. I'm waving at something you named Mikey after Yoda, and now the other name that I'm giving, this is getting damn ridiculous.
You were the one that made the association between the minion being you.
No, I said, you're treating me like a minion. Ha! I'll teach you a lesson. I'll send you one. Ha! That bit me in the ass.
Okay, cool. Can you hear me okay, even if I'm cuddling Mikey?
Whatever. Yeah, we're good. Okay, let's go.
So 30 things. Where's this link?
It's in the damn Slack.
Oh shit, I've already opened it. Okay.
30
things. Record,
just for the record, that's my life. In a nutshell.
You make it sound like you're so hard done by, but really.
Whatever. So here, to set this up, we had a situation where, do you want to set up this whole
No, you set it up. You suddenly went in with your like whole serious voice. I'm like, all wow, right. I rarely hear that. So go ahead.
So what's going on here is that Elle and I have what are called author notes, and this is something I set up back in the Criterion Gambit, and she implemented as well.
I'm Elle, by the way. This is Michael.
Yes.
And this is Mikey.
Whatever. So the situation occurred that we have, upon occasion, differences of opinion, and Elle started saying some stuff about proper English, and I said shit back to her. And then we started mentioning it into the author notes, and now it's become this much bigger thing. So what we tried to do, or what Elle decided to do, is she thought it would be really cool if we actually recorded some of these things and started sharing them with our fans that are out there. So some of the interactions that goes on, and it's kind of like author notes, English or British versus American. So one of the items that you said this, right? Or who found this?
And also, who do you? Oh, no, because there was a series of stuff. Like, because I sent you a bunch of squirrels. So I think there was one. Okay, hang on. There was one. Okay, yeah, this is what we actually mean, and I read through it, and I was like, yeah, this is totally accurate. You should be aware of this at least.
Which is to say that in general, at least I would say the American conception or perception of the British is that they're very straight-laced and very proper, and there's a lot of things. And what I'm finding out is that's a total load of bullshit. So
right.
They just hide it behind a really exquisite speech pattern.
Right, which means, and like it's difficult. It's weird, kind of coming out of it and seeing it as you would see
coming
it.
Out, yes.
And coming out, coming out of the closet.
Oh yes, that's soft.
I can't even remember what that was in conjunction with yesterday. But oh my god, I saw earpod guy again at WeWork. Do you remember I said about, okay, so most Americans think that I'm just this ditzy kind of British girl. I think they get away with it because of the accent, because otherwise they'd be like, okay, can someone call like these Section 6 people to come and pick her up? But yeah, it was that you just got your AirPods and you were having problems with them. And like I stepped out the lift at WeWork and noticed that the guy that I'd been standing next to was wearing these AirPods. And I was like, oh, do they work? And he's like, I've just got them. Ask me again another time. So anyway, when I came out of the booth last night after we'd been talking, he was walking past and I'm like, oh, you're AirPod guy. He's like, yes, I am. And he takes one of the AirPods out and we have a conversation. I'm like, how are you finding it? He hadn't had any problems. So like, I think you've got a dodgy pair or whatever. So,
a dodgy pair. Okay, I'll have to deal with that damn dodgy pair. All right, Apple, if anyone over there, you have a dodgy pair, I happen to have them. I bought them
because everyone else seems to work. So
yeah.
Where was I going with this?
Hell if I know. Whoever knows.
It was something to do with our conversation yesterday. Okay, yeah, but anyway, there is stuff that where I say something. Oh, like so we say stuff in English, and you know we're trying to kind of couch it in whatever. We try and couch it in like in terms so that it's not offensive, and like it just falls on deaf ears almost when we say it to Americans. So,
are you saying that? So assumption is that how many years and centuries and yada, 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 have you guys all been sitting around the fires near each other and you've had to get to a certain point where you either be polite or go ahead and take a stick and beat the shit out of each other? Like
yes. So we don't go for the Jerry Springer option. We go to the let's be polite. Kind of like the Canadians do, except the Canadians are like seriously polite and seriously nice. And then you meet an evil Canadian and they let you in on the secret that, no, it's true. I met one once. She was half American. And she explained that, no, she's cool. She's one of my friends.
Was she evil because of the half American part or was she just evil?
No, unrelated. Well, I think unrelated. But anyway, she said that sometimes like when Canadians are being nice, that it's kind of like the smiling dagger. So they're being nice and you think that they're being nice, but in the back of their heads, they're kind of saying, oh, you evil person, I hope that you die of syphilis or whatever. So
wow, that's
it's a thing. And so she said, like, be aware. It's like a certain kind of passive aggressive kind of thing that you may end up doing.
Passive aggressive.
Never, as opposed to aggressive.
Yes. As opposed to that. So that would be a reference to one of the author notes where Elle was talking about something and she's like, passive aggressive. I'm like, you're never passive aggressive. If anything, you're aggressive. Kind of like you're passive aggressive, like a sniper is passive and then they shoot your ass. That's your version of passive aggressive. So there isn't any passive aspect of it at all.
I'm letting my counsel deal with this.
Your counsel is mute. Has no conversation skills whatsoever at the moment. So,
Mikey.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're on audio, she has a mane, has one eye. So it's like, 2 feet tall or something? I don't know.
He's the same size as R2-D2.
Yet
I don't know whether I almost shared that picture on the Facebook page.
So
do you recommend that I don't?
Hey, if you want to go ahead and facilitate showing your proclivities of how you dress up your dolls, that's quite right with me. You are welcome to do it. Oh, Lord. Help me, please. Yes, goodbye, Mikey. Yes, all right.
He's so cute and snuggling. No, well, sorry, you're not going to do a better pitch.
What now? I'm the one with the poor pitch. I thought my pitch was better than your pitch. You try again.
Go on then. What pitch?
No, I already pitched. You ignored me.
Sorry. Okay, so I ignored you. Can you do it again, please?
No, you go.
I was distracted.
I don't care. What you and the doll are doing is completely okay. I'm okay with that. Be in the closet with your doll. Be out of the closet with your doll. I don't care. But I complained and I tried a second pitch. Now you're get a second pitch and then I'll do a second pitch.
Oh, well, I don't know what I did wrong in the first time. It was basically just, if you want more of this, let us know.
Yeah.
Just think, if this is just that bad, Michael, we'll never have to do it again, and you will be spared the trauma.
Hopefully only our fans will ever see this and the rest of society won't. So anyway, y'all have a good time. This is Michael Anderle, the author of the Arthurian Gambit series and collaborator with Leigh Clarke, who is the author of... Yes?
Oh, the Ascension Myth.
Yes.
What did I write? What do you call it? Oh, no, but Michael calls it the Ascension Myth. So...
What was the difference between those two words?
Ascension versus accension. No.
Yeah, that's just your hearing.
No, it's not. You pronounce it differently.
It's
like these kids. Hearing. No, it's like there are kids in the UK, and like it's a subculture, right? And they go, "Can I ask you a question?" And you're like, "Yes, but you have to ask me a question, not ask me a question."
You.
What?
No, I won't say that. All right. We will talk later. Hopefully the fans enjoyed this as we try to do this. Just basically for you, the fans, that we got together. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope that a little bit of the behind the scenes. You guys have a good time. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, God.